It's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, queen of spice. We here. I'm feeling good. I'm drinking this coffee. I had a really great day. And I really want to just get into like introducing my guests. I'm definitely going to remember the shout outs towards the end, but I really want to get into it because I'm super excited. I got my extra special spicy guest with me. I got Beto from Ayoo Chill. Ayoo Chill Podcast. What's up, yo? What's up?
Yo, being on live is crazy.
Yo,
dude.
that crazy. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I had a very productive couple of weeks. Went to Atlanta.
Yo, he
recently.
said couple of weeks. Yo, I thought you were gonna say like productive day. Dog was like, yo, I had a productive month. Yo, that
you gotta keep it up, yo. You gotta keep it up. But yeah, no, it's been great. Been working hard with MadMinds, Underground Developmental. Shout out my boy Ethan Ross, who just came back from the Atlanta.
Let's go.
He had a show out there that I helped film for him. Yeah, it's been great. Life's been really good.
Life's been lifing. Yes. What'd you have for breakfast today?
Oh, I have a go-to breakfast.
What's your go-to?
Morning.
Yo, what's Beto's go-to breakfast?
Check this out.
Let's check it out.
3 eggs.
Three
eggs.
How are the eggs? Scrambled, sunny side up, over
I always
easy?
have them over easy.
Oosh.
Usually over easy, but like, I don't know. I cook them like one side really good, and then I flip them. No spatula every time.
Yo, what?
Really
He's just like,
I can flip it.
flick at the wrist.
I'm good at that. So I flip it, then I have a piece of toast and half a slice of cheese.
That's it?
Yeah, that's
what type of cheese?
American cheese.
American cheese. Yo, let's go. All right, so 3 eggs, no spatula, American cheese, and just 1 piece of toast.
Yeah.
That's the Beto breakfast.
That's the Beto breakfast.
Beto breakfast.
Yeah.
Beto breakfast.
Keeps me thick, yo.
Yeah.
Gotta stay warm for the winter, yo.
I'm
stay
dead.
yo.
What you drinking? Coffee, juice, water?
Actually, I just I got on this. I'm not on a Trader Joe's craze.
Yo, Trader Joe's is popping. Shout out to Trader Joe's. I be in that bitch all the time. They're so nice to you. They're like, you want to try a sample? Yeah.
I almost have that like inner Jersey in me where I'm kind of just like almost combative when they're asking, being too nice. Bro.
Would you be?
Be like, no, they'll be like, oh, do you need any help? And like, straight up, I'll just be like, oh my God, no, I don't need help. I'm not looking. But inside, I'm like, what the fuck, dog?
Yo,
why are you talking to me, dog? Do I know you, bro?
Because they bad nice, dog. What do you want to be ignored like ShopRite?
Low key.
Yo, ShopRite
is home.
No offense to ShopRite, yo. I love ShopRite.
ShopRite is home.
ShopRite sponsor me. Anybody sponsor me. I'm here for it.
Yeah, yo. But,
okay.
I got their coffee. They have like a cold brew, just like in a plastic bottle.
I've seen it.
Right, I bought that, and it's decent. It's
okay.
Decent. $10 is not too bad.
Now Trader Joe's is cool. I like when they be trying to do their Italian incognitos. It be saying Trader Giotto's.
Word?
Yeah. I'm dead
thing?
serious. If you buy like pasta sauce from Trader Joe's, they don't say Trader Joe's. It says Trader Giotto's. Damn. I wonder if that's the only one though. But anyways, it's not a Trader Joe's interview. It's a Beto interview. Let's go. So Beto. All right, let me go into all right, what you got there though?
Okay.
What's this? Yeah, yo, he brought something. He got me a gift.
I got you a gift.
Got me a present.
It's nothing crazy. It's just something from Ayoo Chill to you.
Oh shit! Is it a box?
It's a box. It's just a box.
It's just a box. Oh shit! Hold on. This is nice. Oh shit! Hey, yo, shout out to Beto, yo. Ayoo Chill. Ew. I've been chilled. Ew. Period. Estimated 20. Yo, thank you so much, Beto. This is about to be my coffee cup.
I love it.
Yo, shout out to Beto. Period. Do you sell this?
Yeah, I do sell
this.
Yo,
let's sell this shit.
Yeah. On my website, ayoochill.com, you can buy your mugs.
Period.
Get your mugs. That one I designed myself.
You need a Thanksgiving gift? You need a Christmas gift? Yo, get them the Ayoo Chill coffee mug.
Mm-hmm. And then on the other side, it says, I've been chilled. Or I've been chilled.
You engrave?
Yeah. I don't engrave, but I mean, shit. I mean, anything. You could get anything done in Patterson.
Yo,
so,
facts. Shout out to Patterson, though. Shout out to Patterson forever. Forever. Yo, thank you so much, Beto.
Yeah, of course.
Yo, Beto, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Ask away.
Can I say your name?
What you mean?
I don't know, because
Like
I
my
have you
government?
saved by a name, and I don't know if that's your name.
Well, I mean, you can share my government if you want.
No, I don't want to. If you want to keep it a secret.
You don't have to keep it a secret. It's cool.
Does your name start with an L?
Yeah.
Okay, facts. I was just like, yo, because like you sent me this guy sends me a bio and it's like Beto, Beto. And I'm like, yo, why do I got like, can I say it?
Yeah, you can say
I'm
it.
like, yo, why I got Louis Ayoo Chill Like, I was just like, yo, I wanted to make sure. Okay.
But I will say this though. If you're gonna say
you can't know my real name. I'm like,
no, it's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
If you're gonna say the real name though, it is Luis. It is Luis.
My bad. I'm so sorry.
Cool. It's cool. No, because when I was growing up, I never cared. I had a whole bunch of nicknames growing up. Like people had called me like growing up. Like for example, like I'm Latino, so I had like big chubby cheeks growing up. So they'd call me Cachito, right?
Cachito.
Which means like cheeky, right?
Yeah.
But then they were like. My uncle coached the soccer team, and the white
What
kids.
was the soccer team called?
It was like the the league, the whatever, the town soccer team, whatever. You know what I mean? The rec league soccer team. Whatever,
Okay.
Right? I don't remember the name, but they were good. They were good though.
Okay, you don't know the name.
I don't know, but they were good. They were good. No, for the rec league, they were lit. They were lit.
Yo, damn.
So the white kids on the team didn't know what he was saying, so they thought he was saying Cheeto. So
Cheeto.
like growing up, they called me Cheeto. I got fluffy because I loved Gabriel Iglesias growing up. I was also chubby, so other kids called me Double D because
Hey, embracing all the nicknames, like nicknames, Doug.
Yeah, but then like when I got to college, like I never cared what anybody called me. People call me Luis. So many people call me Luis growing up.
So where did Beto come from?
Beto. So actually, that's what my family calls me.
Nice.
That's what my family calls me, and actually, like Beto is probably like the most respectful name you can call me because my mom. So Beto is the nickname for Alberto, right? So all my dad, my cousin. And my uncle, they all name are Luis. So we all have different names. So my dad.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so we all have different nicknames. So my cousin actually stayed with Luis. So he has no nickname.
So if you have a son, it has to be named Luis?
I don't know.
Nah, you can't break your mother's heart, dog.
I don't know. I like when I was growing up, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna name my kid Luis and the whole like 9 or whatever, right?
Yeah, what?
But like I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I'm gonna do it.
I think you have to.
I feel like I have to, but
I don't think you got a choice.
What happens if like my
That's
future
bad
girl,
pressure. Wait, how many kids in your families are named the same name? How many people?
4, including myself.
So it's you, your father,
my uncle,
your uncle,
and my cousin.
So it's you, your father's brother, and then your father's brother's son.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't do that, Beto. Yeah. Like you can't do it.
It'd be great. I think it'd be great. It'll get a cool nickname. But yeah, like that's kind of where it comes from, like Beto. And my mom would always call me Beto. All my family would call me Beto. Anybody who knew me growing up, like who was close to me, would call me Beto. And anybody who kind of like didn't really know me like that would call me Luis.
Yo, I got the Luis on my phone. You're not me with the Luis.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Beto now, you know what I mean? It's like we're homies now. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel.
I would change your name.
I want to be with everybody.
Beto, not Luis.
Yeah,
I got you. All right, thank you for sharing that. I wanted to confirm because I was like, hey, yo.
Yeah.
But let's dive into your journey, my love. So the first thing I want to say, what inspired you to create the Ayoo Chill, and how has your journey been so far?
Okay, so what inspired me to do Ayoo Chill was originally like the pandemic. Like
so Ayoo Chill was always a podcast.
Ayoo Chill was always a podcast.
Okay.
Yes. So during the pandemic, like everybody was bored. I was a sound engineer from William Patterson. Shout out Willie P.
Yo, Willie P.
Shout out them. I love that. I love the
yes.
sound effects. I love that.
Let's
so
go.
I graduated with a BA in sound engineering from William Patterson, and I had all the like equipment in my house to start a podcast.
Yeah.
So me and my former podcast partner, we had started the podcast, and it was originally supposed to be something. It had like 6 segments to it. It was like sports, and then we had another segment that was community, another segment that was music, and then we'd end it with like an embarrassing story or something like that.
How long was the podcast?
It was probably like an hour to an hour and a half, something like that.
So what were they, like 10-minute segments?
Yeah, it's like 10-minute segments and stuff like that. And then our last segment would be like open-ended. So like, you know, sometimes it would be like, 20 minutes or like half an hour, depending what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I think like our first one, like we did was like, we were like, oh, let's talk about losing our virginities on a podcast. And I was like, Jesus. I look back at it now, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, it's still up if you want to listen to it. Get the numbers up, yo. But yeah, so that's what, that's kind of what inspired it. And the journey so far.
Yeah.
Up and downs all the time. Still having downs up until this point, but it's all like an upward trajectory. So like, yeah, just learning to communicate better, learning hard, difficult lessons throughout this. Like, I think there's been like 2 points throughout like the past 4 years, because I started in 2020.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, I want to give up. Like, and there were big spurts in between, like maybe like some months where I didn't even touch the podcast at all, and I was confused and sad and depressed and all this other stuff. And,
Beto, chill.
Yeah, no, chill. But yeah,
chill.
But now, like everything, like I'm still going for it. I'm at the point now where it's like, no matter what I do, even if I'm like working like a full-time job, everything I have in my power, my energy, and my soul is going into this.
Let's go.
So yeah.
Let's go. And on top of that, I wanna get into the check-in. All right. So we got mad love in the check-in. Shout out to Victoria. Shout out to Cece Camacho.
Yo, shout out Cece.
Yo, that's my girl right there. Yo, one more month, dog. One more month. I admire you for that, Cece. You're fucking fire as hell. Yo, shout out to Ella. I don't want to murder this name, dog. Matus,
yeah. Shout out Matus. Yeah.
Yo, I'm sorry. Yes. So much love. Also, like, if y'all got a question for us, please ask. I'm going to be checking in, like, the channel. So if y'all got a question for Beto in general, like, ask the question. You're in the show with us.
Some people might be out of pocket.
So let's go. We could be out of pocket together, dog. Let's go. All right, let's talk about this. How did growing up in New Jersey shape your approach to creating content for the community? Because Jersey, you're from Jersey 100%?
Yes.
Let's go, Jersey.
So I actually think that the New Jersey culture, New Jersey culture is a big part. It's like in the center of the whole like East Coast, you know, especially when it comes to like East Coast culture as well, because we're the bridge that connects Philadelphia, New York, and anybody who's going down south is usually passing through like Jersey, you know.
Okay.
And I think that when it came to growing up in Jersey, the amount of diversity that's in all the communities, like I remember hearing the term melting pot growing up, and I remember I was in class in high school.
Such a history thing.
Right? Yeah, and like everybody's like, it's a melting pot, Yeah. And I remember raising my hand and being like, I think it's a chunky chili. And then they're like, chunky chili? What do you mean? I was like, nah, because like, you know, like you have a mix of everybody. Like you go to the Willowbrook Mall, for example, you're gonna see all the ethnicities there. Yeah, that's like a melting pot. But when you actually go to each of the separate like communities, even if you go in Patterson, you know what I mean? There's Little Lima now, like an official recognized part of Peruvian Patterson. You have a Little Bangladesh that's on Union Ave heading towards Patterson, coming from Totowa. You know, then you have other, like you have a Little Palestine or whatever.
Yeah, facts, South
you
P.
know? You have a whole bunch of different places. So being surrounded by all that growing up in Jersey kind of gave me like such a real perspective where it was to the point where I felt so disconnected from like, especially when I started getting into social media, I started feeling so disconnected from all these like other very social media-ass people who are like, hey, I'm here at my favorite coffee shop. And I'm just like, this feels fake. This doesn't feel real. And I also found that like, you don't see those people here in Jersey. Like now it's like more prevalent because obviously with time, like that like the social media culture is going to hit everywhere at some point, but you don't see too many people like at the mall like live streaming like that. You know, there's newer New Jersey creators, even like some of the biggest Jersey creators as of recent. You have like a Jersey Joe. He's a dancer and he does like these dancing TikToks. I would consider him like one of the real big first like Jersey TikTokers. I don't know of many others. You have the Rizzler, who's like this little kid. And
the Rizzler's from Jersey?
I think so, because he
Yo, what's his thing? He goes like,
he's like,
nah, it goes like this. Some bullshit. Yo, shout
Yeah,
out
no,
to the
he's great.
Rizzler. Yo, I like his merch.
Yeah.
Whoever is in charge of the Rizzler's merch,
Yeah.
yo, fire.
Right?
Fire.
Nah, dude, there's
Fire.
people out here who, like, you know, they're really good with the business side of stuff, and like they got them Los Pollos TV, I think it's called. It's a father and son, and they got popular off of live streaming geolocations, and they went viral because I think there was like some different there was some location, I forget exactly what town he said, but he's like, this is Elizabeth, New Jersey. And I was like, that's hilarious, dog. This is not Elizabeth, New Jersey. But like they would do that. So I mean, like seeing that culture and seeing that, like, you know, shift and seeing what I wanted to do with my content,
Yeah.
I was just like, I just want to be like real. I want to just like talk to people, like real people, and like my podcasts are always like uncut.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know, I was just like, I just want real conversations, and whatever it is, it is. You know, I don't care about getting canceled. I don't care about all that stuff, because if I say something that's messed up or whack, you know, like I'll be real with it and not have like, you know, like these people, like why the West Coast, and I know I'm hating on the West Coast. I don't hate the West Coast. I love y'all, but like, you know, like there'd be the same. There was this YouTuber girl who was like who played the ukulele because she got canceled. She's like, the toxic gossip train, and I was like, what is this world
Yo,
that you are
what?
living in, that you can't say a legitimate apology? You know what I mean? Like, you ever have a fight with your friend, you know what I mean, and like y'all are beefing for like a week, but then after a week you're like, you get into the car, you know, you're looking at each other and you're like, yeah, I messed up, blah blah blah, and you hash it out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference would be from that, you know, in real life to like that now being on like social media.
Yeah.
So like that's kind of how like that shaped me in Jersey.
Like with Jersey?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
I could definitely, I love the fact that you brought up Jersey like influencers, because I never actually thought of that. Like when you were like the Rizzler, and now I'm kind of curious, like, you know, who are like the people who I guess like are coming up more.
The boom guys are from
Oh,
Jersey.
you know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
yeah.
Yo, shout out to Matthew Zaytoon. Freaking, he was at the airport and he got a picture with them. You know the dad does wrestling?
Yeah, he does like, yeah, the
I might go to his event next week.
dude, that's sick.
I
Yeah,
want to
and
meet
that's-
him. I want to talk
yeah,
to him.
that's
But
so
you know
cool.
what's so beautiful about that dad's story? So it's Big Justice. What's the kid called? Big Justice.
Little Justice?
Big Justice
I
or
don't know.
Justice. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like Big Justice. I don't know. It's like the whole family or whatever. But the dad has been filming that child since they were like a baby, for like a baby, and it was just this year that they actually went viral, and they've been everywhere. They went to the Yankee Stadium for the playoffs. They just were on the Jimmy Fallon show.
Yep.
You know, I guess he's pursuing more of his career for wrestling. Maybe he was doing that the whole time and this is what he needed.
Yeah.
But I think that's a beautiful, like, I just respect the fact that you can't get mad at a person that's that determined. That dad is just, you know, and like some people might hate on it, but I was like, shit, what are you doing?
You know, and it honestly, low key, it feels so wholesome
It
and
does.
real. You know what I mean?
It's like a good kid.
You know, like the like Ayoo Chill side of me is like, you know,
Yeah.
obviously I'm like, what the fuck is this? You know, but like, if you really break it down, like that's some content that I could sit down with my niece and watch,
That
and just be
part.
like, yo, like
It's super
this is,
inclusive.
You know, she laugh and stuff, and the way they have approached like the hate, the way they've approached like, you know, like the fame, and like how quick it's come and everything. Like they've obviously killed it as business people, but I think that actually like dealing with like the mentality of dealing with that stuff is difficult. You see so many online creators, they'd be like, oh, I'm so depressed.
Yeah, you
all
think
this and
that the
this. Yeah.
other like major like food departments contacted them, like BJ's, like, yo, come through. I don't know what BJ's
for
has,
sure.
but like,
For sure. I don't know
or
what they
like
have
those
either.
other ones. All right, let's transition real quick, love, because I do want to make sure that we can like definitely go through the journey. So we talked about Ayoo Chill, how we created it. We talked about with Jersey. Let's talk about MadMinds. How did this come about? Let's talk about it. Yo, why he said it like that, dog?
MadMinds?
MadMinds,
I don't even
dog.
know what MadMinds is.
So MadMinds takeover.
Yeah, MadMinds takeover.
There
Yeah,
you
no,
go.
I just said that because there's like an inside joke between me and Turk, who's the creator of MadMinds.
Okay.
That I would just hate on MadMinds. He thinks I'm a hater. You know,
I'm
so I said
dead.
it live. What are
You
you gonna
gotta
do?
like, I hate MadMinds under that shirt.
That would be, oh my god,
You
that would
should
be
have did that.
amazing merch.
You should have. I give freaking great
sorry.
ideas.
I'm trying not to clap.
That's what you
though.
gotta do
Yeah.
next time, yo. You just gotta keep it under your shirt. Just fucking rip it.
I
Like,
hate Mad
yo,
Minds. Oh,
rip it
that'd
on
be
stage.
amazing.
Rip it on stage.
I know he's smashing his keyboard right now. Like,
What? Nah,
he
dog.
definitely is.
Nah, dog.
MadMinds. All right, awesome. MadMinds is an event company.
Okay.
And there's kind of like 3 tiers to it. So, I keep saying they, but I've kind of partnered up with them within the past year, and now we're officially partnered up with this new show, but I'll get to that. So they do festivals, which is kind of like, could be anywhere between like 300, 400 plus people at a venue that we rent out. We have like an open mic portion of it, and then we get headliners, usually people from Jersey, but it's not exclusive to Jersey. We want to include as much artists as we can, but we'll have headliners, and then we'll have like featured acts, and then we'll go throughout the night. We have vendors, food. It's an incredible event. And then actually at those big events, I do a live podcast, which is free to everybody who could come on. I usually can only get anywhere between like 30 to 40 people a night, but it's absolutely free. It's kind of like my give back to the community. That's kind of like the top tier of MadMinds. Then the second tier, you kind of have our open mic in general that we do at like bars and stuff, and we try to get that kind of stuff is like we try to get everybody to perform, because it's hard, because everybody wants to perform, everybody wants to be on this huge stage, but we can't do that all the time. So we do these smaller bar shows, and we will run from like 6 p.m. to like 2 a.m. if the bar lets us.
Shit.
And we'll just like everybody get us. Everybody loves to perform. Everybody has a great night.
I love
at those
that.
times. And then our newest thing with MadMinds, which is the thing I'm most excited about.
Oh shit.
We have a new live open mic podcast that we're doing. Thank you. I love that. Yeah. I love it. I'll never get old.
Period.
It's a live open mic podcast. It's called MadMinds Live.
I love
and
that.
so what it is like, it's like our same open mic format, but since we're doing a live show, so they perform their song on stage, and it's very similar to Kill Tony. We're not trying to rip off Kill Tony, but it's very similar to Kill Tony, where it's like we pick artists at random to perform a song on stage. After they're done performing that song on stage, they get interviewed by a panel, which includes me, Turkish Royale, and then a guest panelist.
I
that is
love
usually, like,
that.
Yeah, so we always have like different guests coming on. We had our first one. We had our pilot episode on October 23rd, and that our guest panelist was Samad Savage.
No,
our next
shout
show
out
is
to
gonna be
Samad Savage.
Yeah, our next show is gonna be December 4th.
I actually interviewed Samad Savage.
Yeah, Samad's
I
great.
interviewed Samad Savage like 4 years ago in Newark. Shout out to A Squad Rebel Radio.
Yeah, shout out him. Yeah, he's great. He's a wonderful guy. I also like work pretty close with him as well. And he was on our pilot episode. We're working at Alpha Wave Studios in Whippany, and I think it's going to be the greatest live show in Jersey, and I think it's going to completely change the culture and like put a spotlight on all the amazing artists, all the amazing people that we have in Jersey, because I think that unifying the community and showing the community in a spotlight to the whole world is gonna be like a big deal. So
I love that. I gotta come out and support this. I gotta come out to the next show.
you're invited to the next one.
Period. I was gonna come anyway, bitch.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, invite or not, I'm going. But I'm definitely. I wanna see this magic happen. I'm very proud of you. You know, from a Latina to a Latino, I'm all here for like that empowerment. But that's dope, man. You're freaking doing shit. That's what's up. I love this. All right, I'm asking you some funny shit now, okay?
Oh,
We're going to go
please.
back and forth, Doug.
Please.
All right. If you could swap lives with any other podcast host for a day, who would it be and why?
Any other podcast host for a day?
Like Freaky Friday type shit.
I'd probably do Theo Von. Theo Von's podcast is so unhinged, dog. Like, he's like, if there was any podcast that was like, because Ayoo Chill, like, my podcasts are very like, they're pretty like meaningful, and like, you know, like the name Ayoo Chill is kind of, I'm out of pocket sometimes of what I say, but it's usually like more live shows and stuff, and when things get crazy. But like Theo Von is like kind of the definition of Ayoo Chill. Like, he's super out of pocket. I think like his one episode, he was like talking about like how he would like have, I'm gonna say it properly, he would have intercourse with Kamala Harris.
No, what?
And he was saying this before the, like, you know, like the whole election happened. So I was like, dude, you're nuts, but like I love chaos, so I definitely do him. Not like that, but like,
I'm done. All right. If your life was a movie, what would the soundtrack sound like?
Oh, this is a great question.
Thank you. I'm so good at
Great
this.
question,
I'm
yeah.
so good at this.
Shit. Oh. What would the soundtrack be?
Yo, I'm sorry, but I'm getting vibes like it's gonna be a hodgepodge of different shit, yo. Like I'm getting like 80s new wave vibes, but I'm also like might see a hip hop track somewhere there. Then I see like some Latino track.
Yeah, the thing is, it's just like I'm so like diverse in like the music I listen to, so I'm trying to think of like a movie, like that, like, you know, like I could even like, I feel like the first thing that came into my mind was the whole soundtrack for what's his name, like Spirited Away, like all those type of movies. I forget what's the name of the director or the guy who created all the Spirited Away movies.
Shit, I don't know.
Howl's Moving Castle. I forget. I really like all the music to that, like to those movies. I'm also a Star Wars nerd.
Ooh,
so like, dun, 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 like that would be great walking around. Like that's my life. So,
what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Ooh, this is a wild.
How many are there actually?
There's 9. There's 9. Yeah.
9.
So there's like three separate, like kind of like, I'm pretty sure there's 9. I don't know. Marv is probably like looking at, if Marv is here, he's probably like disappointed 9. Or very happy, but
okay.
Yeah, I think there is, but like yeah, there's like I honestly, I'm so bad at the names of everything, but I think there's 9 because there's 3 movies for like every, like, you know. Oh, maybe I'm super wrong because then the newest movies, I'm thinking about like all the original movies, and not the newest stuff that came out.
So it's probably more.
I don't know the answer. That's basically what.
Okay, so you will have like some Star Wars soundtrack type of vibe.
Yeah, I think that would be sick. Yeah, because I forget the name of the conductor or the guy who, like, you know, made all the music there.
No, I'm not gonna lie, the sounds are sick because like even right now I'm not gonna imitate those sounds, but like I know what those sounds are. It's like dun, 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 right?
Yeah.
You know, it's crazy. But that was something else. I was watching The Cable Guy today, and I don't know if you remember, Jim Carrey got into his Star Trek mode, but that's not Star Wars. That's something else.
Yeah.
But those sounds, like whoever were those composers, so like those shows, you know what I mean? Like, I never thought of it like that. Like they made iconic like sounds. Like if I hear that sound, I'm like those sounds, you know what I mean? I'm gonna think of that movie. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I think like all those composers of those, the composers to Star Wars, Phil Collins is absolutely incredible. He's the one who did the soundtrack for Tarzan and a whole bunch of other ones. Tarzan's a crazy soundtrack.
It is. Yeah. It is. It's good. All right. I'm going to ask you another question.
Please.
If you could only ask one question to every guest from now on, what would it be? If you were only able to ask one question.
Does it clap? No,
yo, out of pocket, dog. Out of pocket.
Yeah, no, I had to. You gave me the layup for that.
Yeah,
one.
I'm dead.
One question to every. Ooh. If you only had one question to ask your, like, if you only had like 1 hour left with your parents, what would you ask them?
Oh, that's a freaking good one. Yeah, can we get a hand clap on that one? That was nice. What was that? If you could only
If you had an hour left with your parents, what would you ask them?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
I like that. I like that. All right. We're going back to the journey. So, we talked about Jersey, the podcast, MadMinds takeover.
Yes. Shout out MadMinds.
Period. So, you majored in euphonium?
Euphonium, yes.
Euphonium. I wanted to make sure I was pronouncing this correctly.
You're good.
Euphonium.
Yeah. Euphonium.
How did that instrument become a big part of your life?
Oof. It saved my life. It absolutely saved my life. Yeah.
Really? Talk to me about that.
So growing up, I didn't.
And for the viewers that don't know what that is, what is that? Because I got like CC's like I pictured what's euphonium, dog? I'm dead.
It's like a mini tuba is the best way to say it. So like the tuba that sits on your lap that's big.
Yeah.
It's like smaller. It's like a smaller version of that. But it's probably it's described like its sound. It's a brass instrument is like closest to like the human voice as like singing wise. So. It's a very beautiful instrument for sure.
And you said it saved your life?
Yeah, for sure.
If you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, of course. I'm an open book.
Period.
I didn't have like a super rough upbringing, but like that was because of my parents' sacrifices. Like they made sure that like I never really knew how it was to struggle, you know. Oh, and even if we did struggle like bad, like I never really noticed it. But around like seventh, eighth grade, my friends and who I was surrounding with, like we got introduced to like drugs and bad people at an early age. And man, like this was like in like a mad relaxed town, bro. This was like Little Falls, New Jersey, bro. Like you wouldn't expect it, but like it was funny because I never described myself as like I grew up in the ghetto, but I definitely grew up like around everything that was that. And yeah, like around like seventh, eighth grade, I was like super depressed. I tried to take my own life like at an early like time. And yeah, around like eighth grade, like things were kind of like the worst it was. And then a man came into my life. Well, the music people in my life were always very, very like inspirational and had my back. So like this guy named Jonathan Cruzel, he was a band teacher at my middle school at the time. He saw that I was struggling, and then there was a private music teacher who came in. He played the trombone. His name's Bob Farrell. He came in and he just like, I saw like the opportunity of like having like private lessons and like, you know, and it was funny because I played the trumpet before. Everybody knows what a trumpet is.
Yeah, that part.
But like I felt like my lips were too thick for it. So then I remember asking my music teacher, I was like, yo, is there anything else? And it was like a movie. He was like opening up the back and he saw those like dusty, like, you know, case in the back. And he's like,
yo, you gave his life purpose
like,
again.
Right?
Like he's
so
like, I've been waiting for this question.
And like he's dusting it off and he opens it up and he's like, yeah, play this. What like you want to play this? And funny enough, I picked it up and I tried playing like some Star Wars on it. And then like I just fell in love immediately. And then I believe like later then that guy Bob Farrell did like one of those assemblies where he's like teaching and he's like, hey, if you want to like do private lessons, like I do private lessons. So then I asked my mom like later, like, you know, that like week, I was like, hey, I want to do this. Like, you think I could do this?
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, well, you're gonna have to give up everything else because we don't have the money for it.
Yeah.
And like it took us a long time to like save up. Like I was mowing this guy's lawns, I was taking care of his garden, I was cleaning his house just to pay for lessons. But then it ended up being like really good for me. I ended up competing around the state in different bands. Shout out New Jersey area band. Shout out the all-state regions and everything.
Let's go.
And like comparative to everybody else, like I was like kind of meant to fail, but like I ended up succeeding. And then I joined marching band because we had a program when in 8th grade you could join marching band and like, you know, march in the high school marching band in 8th grade. So I did that. And then I met one of the like not last big inspiration, because a lot of other music people I could definitely say thank you to for like saving my life. But my high school music teacher, Michael DeLucia, shout out him.
Yeah.
Because he was kind of like, he was like a father figure to me. Like, I mean, I have my dad, you know, but like, he was like really like my like father figure in high school. Yeah, and he just let me just flourish, you know, and he was just like, and like, you know, I was in jazz band then, I was doing theater, I was doing like classical music, I was in these classical like, you know, state bands and everything. I was like just doing everything.
All-star.
And like, yeah, that's kind of how it like happened.
That's
then,
amazing.
Like, yeah, and it really
and
just
off
saved
of
my
the
life.
euphonium.
Yeah, off of the euphonium.
Let's go, euphonium vibes. Yeah. Euphonium vibes.
And it got me into college.
You should get a tattoo of that.
I would, but I feel like that's really nerdy. I don't know.
I mean, yo, it affected your life.
No, for sure. No, it's kind of the reason.
Like, yo, if they found your body, they'd be like a euphonium. You know what
they wouldn't know what it is. They're like, is this a trumpet?
Yo, never. But you get what I'm saying? Tattoos,
no,
low key. Like, I don't want you to die, Beto. But like, that's how they would like, yo, what's this? What's this? That's a euphonium, dog. What's a euphonium? Like, that's a cool conversation.
Yo, if you want euphonium lessons,
I got a pepper.
I'm here. Sick. Nah, that's fire. That's
I really
fire.
do got a pepper.
I might get Ayoo Chill tattooed on me
I
at
suck
some
with
point.
camera angles sometimes. But yeah, I do got a pepper. I was like, yo, I live this lifestyle. Period.
Sick.
Forever.
Fire.
Forever.
Queen of Spice.
Forever. Yo, we got mad love in the check-in right now. Period. Yo, everybody who's in the check-in right now, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, especially if you're digging the content. Let's collaborate, let's network, let's make magic happen. And yeah, I'm gonna catch up with everything. We got mad love, yo. Shit, we got Albert Russo.
Hey.
We got Marcin.
Marcin.
Yeah. Yo, shout out to Chris Payne. Yo, amazing guest, amazing interview. Shout out to Chris Payne. We got Ricardo.
Shout out Ricky.
We got Chaz.
Shout out Chaz.
Period. Let's go. Out here. We got Turkish Royale. It's your friend.
Turkish Royale.
That's your friend, right?
Nah.
No, I'm dead. Nah, that's not my friend. That's not my friend. You gotta do that shit, yo. Just rip out the shirt and shit.
Shout out Underground Developmental while I'm here. Shout out Underground Developmental.
Period. Let's go. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Yo, shout out to whoever FLTW, the scene from SpongeBob when he's got his jellyfish net. I reside with that. When you talked about euphonium, I was thinking about the old reliable.
Yeah.
You know when he popped out the shit?
Yo,
when you talked about your Tuesday, I was like, yo, old reliable.
That's exactly what it was.
Yes. I love SpongeBob. What's your favorite SpongeBob episode?
The first one that comes into my mind is the leaf blowing one. But yo, I'm not gonna hold you. Recently, I've been watching. I never really go. I don't know. Some people are like, I go back and watch a movie like 20 times. I'm not that person. But now, like, you know, I'm with my niece. Dog, I've been dogging the SpongeBob movie. Dog,
really?
I've been. Yo, it is an incredible piece of art. It is
good.
Incredible. You can watch it 50 times,
I'm dead.
and every time I'm like, I'm a goofy goober. Yeah, like it's amazing.
Dead.
Soundtrack amazing, animation amazing.
I just like
amazing.
Doodle Bob.
Yeah, I love. Oh, that's a good episode too.
That's my shit, yo. I love Doodle Bob. Doodle Bob was gangster.
Yeah,
he was like, yo, this pencil, like, yo, I'll erase you.
Yeah, he was.
I'll erase you.
It was real.
Yeah, I love Doodle Bob. All right, we're going back to the spicy questions. I asked you if you could only ask one question. I think that was amazing. I love how you just thought of that in the moment. All right. What food would you give up forever if it was guaranteed you'd land your dream guest?
What food would I give up forever?
Forever, dog.
Is it just
Siempre.
like, is this like whatever food, or is it like has to be
no
like
food,
food
forever,
food.
Dog. Like you'll never eat this shit again. It's like Adam and Eve can't eat the apple. No, actually, no, it's the other way around.
Food?
Never mind.
That's tough. Like a dish or just like food?
Dog, just food. You can't.
What food I give up?
Yo, he's being strategic. Yes, in order to land your dream guest. Like, you'll get your dream guest, dog.
I don't know why this came into my mind the first thing, but it was grapes. I'd say buy grapes.
You give up grapes? You don't like grapes?
I love grapes.
That means you can't drink wine. Because you got to think about it. It's if that fruit, right? That's a fruit.
Yeah.
Because it comes from a tree. If that fruit don't exist, you can't have grape juice. You can't have wine, like any type of wine. What else is? You can't have jelly.
Is jelly like grape?
I think so.
I think so, maybe. Honestly, I'm more upset about the grape juice than the wine. Like, I'm like,
Okay.
my heart is heartbroken from the grape.
Yo,
I'm thinking about like
what is
grape juice.
made out of grape? Yeah, this is so. Okay, if you give up grape, let's see. Things made out of grape. Let's see. I'm curious about this.
No, this is fine. This is great.
Yo, not them fucking giving me complicated ass shit. I just want the thing. All right, so you can't have that. You'll give it up?
Yeah, I'll give it up.
Okay.
You ever seen that video from Pakistan where it's that teacher? hold on. Give me a second.
Yo, hold on. What?
Let me cook. There's this teacher, and she has like all these students from Pakistan, right?
Yeah.
And then like they'll go up and he's like, "What do you want to do with your life?" And he's like, "I want to save Pakistan. I will give my life for Pakistan." And then she's like, "Great." She's trying to say grape, but it's grape.
Yes.
She's saying grape. Yeah, no,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite videos.
Yeah, I'm dead. Who would your dream guest be?
Oh,
There's only one, Beto. Dead or alive?
guest. My mom. That'd be my dream guest because, and I think that's where my mind was like, and too, because like I was just like, man, like if I could just have like an hour with my mom, like if I just borrow her from Jesus real quick and just be like, yo, give me an hour, bro, I'll kill it. I'll murder
Like some
it.
Casper?
Yeah, some Casper.
Remember
stuff,
at the end?
Yeah.
He got her for like a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what I would do. I would just like want her. There's no one else I would want to talk to. Yeah, I'm about to like do like 20 pounds of ayahuasca just to like, do it for real. But like,
Yo, shout out to Peru.
Shout out to Peru. Shout out to ayahuasca.
Spiritual awakenings.
Shout out
Spiritual
to-
gangster.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to my spiritual hallucinogenic gang. I respect it.
And can
Yeah.
I say something real quick?
Period.
Like if you're like, if you still have your parents around, like ask them questions, bro. I know, like, dude, because I feel like before my mom passed, like, dude, like I was such an asshole to her. You know what I mean? Like, not in like the worst way, but like any way like a kid is, you know, to like your parents or whatever. But it was like the last year before she passed away,
Yeah.
she went from just being like my mom and that adult figure to like my best friend, and like we would talk about everything. And it was almost like God intended that last year of us being together to be
Yeah.
lived like that, you know. But it's insane because it's like then when you know she was like, you know, taken away, then I was just like, damn, now I have a lot of things to like to learn. And you never stop learning, you know. I never stop learning from her. There's things like even today, like I'll do something, I'm like, damn, my mom told me about this, dog. And like even times where like, you know, when your parents are like, oh, you'll understand, like just wait till you're older. Worst thing to say about your kids, like I'm gonna try to be different, but even sometimes I'm looking at my niece, I'm like, damn, she don't understand when she's older, dog. I don't know how to explain this right now.
I got a kid.
You know
I'm a
what I mean?
whole ass mom.
Yeah,
I'm
you
thinking
know?
about that. I'm like, yo, I say that to Darius. What do you say not to say to the kids?
You'll learn when you're older, or you'll understand when you're older. But there's some things that you just
I don't think I've
understand
ever
when you're
said
older.
that to him.
I think, how old is he?
He's 9.
Maybe through his teens. That's when, like, I think it's like during
Yo, I just be like, no,
years.
Darius, don't do
Yeah.
that shit.
And who knows? Your kid could also be like super fire because there's kids who just understand. They
Yeah.
know.
Oh, no, he does.
Yeah.
He
So
just
you
gets
might be
it.
chill.
Yeah,
you might
he
have a chill
is.
kid. 'Cause
But
it's
I love that. The whole conversation with your mother, like, that's beautiful.
yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no one else. I don't even like come close to topping that.
So wise words from Beto. If your parents are still alive, please ask them questions, talk to them. I actually agree with that. I love that. Love that so much because like life is not guaranteed and we got to make the best out of it.
Oh yeah.
I love that, Beto. You're so like warm and funny at the same time, but then saying out of pocket things. Like I'm just like, okay,
I'm confused.
let's go. Let's go.
Do I hate this guy? Do I love this guy?
Nah, not that. All right. If you had a mascot for life, what would it be?
A mascot?
And I asked this because, yo, Beto showed up in a purple Teletubby outfit with like dark glasses. So I was like, all right, what would be your mascot for life?
My mascot for life? Like something that I would wear?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it would have to be Big Tink. It would like that. That's not even like.
That's his name, right?
Yeah, that's his name.
Tinky?
Yeah, I'm not Big Tink. He's a separate person. You know what I mean? He's a separate, completely separate. Me and him live different lives, but like.
Who's Big
for
Tink?
sure. Big Tink. Well, obviously we all know who Big Tink is. You know, if you watch the Teletubbies, he was the purple Teletubby. His name was Tinky Winky. His real name is Big Tink. The show opened up in 1997 on the BBC, and I think it had like a 10-year, 15-year run, something like that.
Yeah.
And yeah, like he retired, and then like all the different like Teletubbies went their own separate ways. And you know, like I think Poe is the red one. He became a blood. He's in the. He's
Poe
in the
became
Bloods
a
now.
blood.
Yeah, no, the other ones, Lala and what's the other ones?
Poe.
Poe's the red one. Lala
Oh.
and Tinky Winky, Lala, Poe, and I forget the fourth one's name, but they're not doing
What
well.
color was he?
Yeah, the green one.
The
and
green
then,
one.
yeah.
Don't love for the green one,
No, the
dog.
green one's wilding. No, they're both
What the
wildin',
green one
yeah.
do?
To be honest, I don't know because they stopped talking to Big Tink.
He
When I was talking to
disappeared.
because the thing was, I was like talking to Big Tink, right? I was like, Big Tink, like, what's good, you know? And he was like, because I actually, so at the Alpha Wave show, the new like open MadMinds live show,
Yeah.
I had emergency call that I had to take, and I wasn't able to do the show like last minute. It was,
Oh
like,
my
it was so
God.
unfortunate. Like I don't want to talk about like personally like what I had to go through, but like I couldn't do the show, and I'm never the type to like call out on anything or whatever. So I was like thinking, I was like, who's around the area? And like Big Tink was up there like trapping in Morristown or something. I was like,
Yeah,
can you
Daddy's like,
can
I'm
you cover
here.
for me? And he's like, yeah, I'll cover for you.
I'm
So they ended up
dead.
coming to the show and stuff, and he's doing well. Yeah, but he told me like the whole rest of the Teletubby gangs is crazy. He actually got into a rap battle at Underground Developmental with the
Stop.
green Teletubby. He hasn't seen him in years. But you know what? Big Tink told me that when he saw that wasn't the real green Teletubby. It was an imposter. Apparently, like there's something called like Halloween that people be celebrating. And
Yeah,
it's,
I'm
like,
dead.
they dress
I
up.
cannot with you.
It's insane.
So Big Tink for life.
No, Big Tink, yeah, for sure.
Big Tink for life.
Yeah, Big Tink for life, for sure.
So we getting a Big Tink tattoo and we getting an euphonium.
Yeah,
That's it. Yo, we
Oh,
get
that's
tatted,
the
dog.
yeah.
Tatted. Symbols everywhere. All right, let's go back to the bio. Let's go back to the bio.
Okay.
So how do you balance of being a podcast host, sound engineer, and event curator? Man of many hats.
Oh, thank you. Balancing it, well, it's funny, dude. I do even more than that, dude. Like I'm also like I do video, I do like side gigs, I'll mow lawns for money, dog. Like, and I think the balance of it is like there's no real balance. It's like finding what you're really passionate about and making whatever you do like go towards that goal, you know, whether it's financially, whether it's like, so I realized, especially this year, because I wasn't sure if I was like, am I going to be a podcaster? Is that my thing? And I've like talked to different mentors this year, different people giving me advice. I've come to the conclusion that I need to sell like my hosting skills and my personality. That's what I really think that is the best thing I could sell. And then everything under that.
Sell yourself.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Selling myself. Not my soul. Myself.
You can find me on the corner of Broadway, and you can find me in Patterson, basically.
You'll find me in Patterson.
Find me in Patterson.
Your big tick and pip your ass.
Yeah, yo. But
Yeah.
I think that, like, you know, it's hard because when you're gigging and you're doing like, you know, all this side stuff, it's like you're always doing something that will lead you towards your goal. So if my goal is to start selling my personality, selling my hosting, selling like me being like an interviewer, then I have to put myself in that realm. So
that part. How are you gonna advocate like properly? You know, like you have to put yourself in those shoes because then it's not genuine.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
And just getting that practice. So, like, you know, doing stuff like this, working with MadMinds, working with Underground Developmental, going to all these open mic shows, supporting other people's shows. That's how I, like, you know, keep forward towards my goals. And if I'm, like, mowing lawns or doing, like, random work on the side, like, for example, like, video. Like, people could pay me to do video for them, music videos, whatever. It kind of helps me because it's just, like, it's all part of this music community, you know? So it's, like, everything has to be in that direction. There's nothing that can't be in that direction. Is it an unorganized mess sometimes? Yes.
Yeah.
But like everything on the Google Calendar. Put everything on the Google
Shout
Calendar.
out Beto for president. Vote for Beto.
Vote for me.
Vote for Beto, dog. You should make your own vote for Pedro shows. Vote for Beto.
Yeah, vote for Beto. Vote for Big Tink, honestly.
Vote for Big Tink, even better, dog. Yeah. Let's go. All right. Shit, I was gonna ask you something. No, I forgot. I was smiling at you because you know what I started thinking about? Yo, the Feel Good Fridays.
Oh, thank you.
It's Feel Good Fridays or Feeling Good Fridays?
Feel Good Fridays.
Feel Good Fridays. Yeah. So for anybody who hasn't watched it, it's really cool content that Beto drops every Friday. And I feel like you kind of go with like the trending events that are possibly happening for that week.
Yeah, somewhat.
And just some other things too. If you were to make a Feel Good Thursday, what would that sound like right now?
A feel good Thursday?
Like, I'll help you get into character. Okay. Like the song like ding 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 ding.
Okay. All right. You know what I hate about podcasts? Podcasts are weird because it's two people in the room and they're kind of awkward and they kind of know each other, and sometimes there's 100 people watching, sometimes there's 2 people watching, but they're still pretending like they're the biggest celebrities. And you know what? I don't support MAGA, but Trump is president. That's weird. I like Kamala. She's kind of a baddie. I don't know. 8 out of 10. I
like it. Thank you. Let's get a round of applause, dog. That was nice.
And then we'd end it with a quote or something. I don't know, a famous quote. I think the quote that's always on the top of my mind for some reason is Albert Einstein. And he said...
I thought you were going to be like, F them grapes. Like, yes.
No, you know what's funny? I try to keep my quotes somewhat like... kind of like making people think, you know? And I think I'm going to butcher this quote. I'm going to butcher it.
But okay.
It's if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, it'll feel like an idiot for the rest of its life. It's something like that, right?
Okay.
So, but check this. It's just because you can't judge someone based on one thing that they might be good at or not be good at.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have to judge them for like, you know, what they love and like, you know, what they represent. So.
Yeah, let's go.
Butchered that one. Look it up.
That shit was fire. This is organic vibes. This is a live show. This is we're just having fun. I hope y'all having fun too. I'm having fun. Beto making me laugh and shit, yo. Beto making me mad laugh. All right. So I want to ask one more question about your journey, love. Where do you see the brand that you're building? Like, where do you see it in about 10 years? Where would you like to see it?
That's a really tough question. I would like to see...
And you know what? I'm going to like give you a 2 on this before I forget my freaking card. All right. So this is the Mina Mendoza card. Everybody that's new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. this is the Mina Mendoza card. For anybody who's been a past guest, we all know what it is. If you know, you know. I'm about to let you know. It's the Mina Mendoza card. This card has no limits. You can do whatever you want with this card. But the limit with this card is that it is realistic. You only have this card like on some Cinderella-ish 24 hours. So the minute it hits 12 a.m., it's your card. But the minute it goes a second over 11:59, whatever it is, it's done. So you have to be kind of realistic. If you're going to jump on a plane for Dubai and it takes about 6 hours, you have to consider the 6 hours to take you home. And that's 12 hours of that. It's 24 hours. Mm-hmm. So you could do whatever you want with this card. There you go.
I would just spend all my time helping all the communities in Jersey, all the impoverished communities.
Okay.
Anything that I could do, like to help with the arts, anybody who needs instruments, anybody who needs like, you know, just like housing, anything I would just spend my whole 24 hours at. I don't need anything. I don't need to be like rich. I don't need to be like recognized. I don't need any of that stuff. Like seeing my community, because I believe like, you know, I would want to say I would help the world if I had an unlimited card, whatever. I'd do that, you know, obviously. But I feel like I'm not telling people not to dream big. Dream big, dream going to the, you know, Mars or whatever. Or but I don't know why I'm shaking on this.
Oh shit! It's the Mina Mendoza card.
I'm a little emotional when I talk about this stuff.
Let's go.
I think you could impact your community if you really, really try your hardest. If you put out your heart to it, you know, like you could affect the people who are immediately around you. You know, whether that's just holding open a door for someone, saying like hi to somebody, saying I love you to somebody.
Yeah.
And it's like if I had 24 hours and unlimited money, I would make the most difference in my communities here in Jersey. Because Jersey is my life and it's giving me everything, bro. Like, that's all I would do.
Go for Beto. Go for Beto. I'm here for this. I'm here for this. Bing Tink is looking at this, mad proud of you. Are you done with the card though? Deadass?
This is fire.
Thank you. Shout out to Nadine Blanco. She made me the card. You done with the card?
Yeah.
Damn, you ain't getting the MadMinds takeover guy a new venue?
Nah.
Yeah! Nah. He's like, yo,
I'll probably like. I'd also probably take.
Not that you need a new venue, but he could have bought you. He could have bought you one, Doug.
Can I take out cash with that card?
Maybe. I don't know. Okay. Maybe.
I would take out like maybe like $100. Go to Bada Bing, which was the strip club in The Sopranos, and make it rain. At least once.
Make it right. Just $100 though?
Yeah.
That ass? Just 100?
Them, bro. I'm Latino, dog. I'm not gonna
Yo, Dad, he's gonna take it back. He's gonna take it back. He's gonna take it back.
They gotta earn it.
Yo, Dad.
Yeah, they're working.
Dad.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm dead. Yo, you bad funny. All right, give it up to Beto. 24 hours with the Mina Mendoza. Let's go. All right, we're gonna go back to our little spicy fun questions.
Cool.
All right, so we talked about, and I love that you were so just humble with your answer, you know, because it's okay to be like selfish, but you just was like, you know, I'm going to impact the community.
I'm definitely going to the strip club. I'm definitely going to the strip club. That's a part of the thing.
Just $100.
That's why I asked. No, just $100. Yeah, like I said, if they earn it, they earn it. Like if they're on the pole, like I don't know if you've ever been to the Miami strip clubs, whatever. They're on the pole in the ceiling and they drop all the way down.
I saw a video where some girl fell.
She definitely got $100 then, bro. She got my whole $100, bro.
Yeah,
she earned it.
Hold on, let me ask you. What's your guilty pleasure song that you're secretly obsessed with? Oof.
That's really tough. Okay, can I pick like two, low key?
Yeah, okay, go.
Because there's like, yeah.
Pick two.
So the first one is by Jordan Ward. Okay. It's literally on my Instagram. It's called Baby Crush, I think it's called. Just a crush. Just a little baby crush. But the one that's like low key, because like, you know, like he has a higher voice. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you know, but there's a song by I think it's Chloe and Haley, and it's I think it's not Golden Hour. It's like, hit me with your eyes, never seen that type of you. And it's like, but it's like
this is Beto in the car, dog.
No. Yeah. It's a bad bitch song, yo.
Bad bitch.
And I feel like the baddest bitch when
bad bitch vibes.
Yo, no, like, period, bro. Period, purr, whatever everybody says, dog. I'm with it, dog. That song, you gotta listen to it. I first saw it when they performed it at the Grammys, I think. And I saw this and I was like, yo, this song's lit. And then, you know what's funny? I showed all my friends and they them to their like, hit me with your
Let's go.
It's a great song, yeah. So
Okay. I'm going to go to your page and listen to it after this.
Ungodly Hour. Ungodly Hour. That's
Ungodly
what it's
Hour.
called. Yeah.
All
Ungodly
right.
Hour? Something like that, yeah.
If you had to describe New Jersey as an animal, what animal would it be?
That's a great question.
Because we talked about Jersey and how it impacted you. What type of animal?
I'm in love with Jersey. What kind of animal?
Yo, so that's a New Jersey tattoo?
Yeah,
You folding it?
I actually legitimately want a New Jersey tattoo because I want one like behind my ear here, and then I want to get like the Peru, like the state of Peru, the country of Peru. Like, what animal would it be?
Yeah,
Shit.
what animal would be Jersey? What animal would y'all think Jersey should be? I want to know. Let me know how y'all think.
I don't know why the first thing that comes into my mind is a honey badger.
Okay.
But just because like honey badgers, yo, like they mad ferocious. But also, if
Yo, where
look
you
at
see
them,
a honey badger in Jersey?
you wouldn't. But like
what? I'm
right?
like, what is that?
But they also like mad cute. You know what I mean? Like they resilient. Like, but yo, if you live in Jersey, you have to be resilient to live here, dog. Like no matter where you live in Jersey, North Jersey, South Jersey, you live in the hood, if you live in the boonies, you have to be resilient, dog. Especially these past years. Yo, we're in the middle of a crazy drought. We got hit by tornadoes. We got hit by earthquakes this past year, dog.
That was crazy.
Like all of Jersey was affected. Yo, my friend lived where the epicenter of the where the earthquake happened in Jersey, which was in near Lebanon, Jersey, right? And yo, like he was in the middle of that. Shout out Travis, yo.
Hey, Travis.
But like yo, like he lived in the middle of that. He lived out in the boonies. Like there's a dirt road that you take to get to his house, and
That's
it literally
crazy.
hit him, dog. Like everybody says, oh, all the craziness is all in the cities in Jersey. Yeah, but the boonies deal with stuff too, yo.
So the Jersey animal would be what? A honey badger?
Honey badger, I think it is. Yeah,
Honey badger.
yeah, something like that.
Okay, I'll take that.
They're ferocious. I don't know.
It's ferocious.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Okay. What's the most bizarre request you've received as a host or event organizer? And we ain't gonna say no names, but what's the most wildest request?
Okay, it wasn't okay.
Okay.
It wasn't a wild request. It was more of just like I'm cool with every like single like religion and whatever the hell. Like I'm cool with whatever. I love it. I actually even did like Ramadan this year for the first time.
Oh.
I'm not even like Muslim like that, but I wanted to see like how it was. I wanted to experience it.
So you
And
fasted?
so yeah, I did fast. It was crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. So I had this one guest who was very religious, totally cool, not a problem, but that person was very like showy and stuff. And I'm no one to judge anybody's religion and stuff like that, but like I don't want to give away too much information of who it was, right? But like it was very showy at first, and like I was just like, you didn't do this the first time. But I was like, okay, like do whatever you want. And he was like very like, you know, serious. It's cool to be serious about it, everything, but it just didn't feel like real. You know what I mean? It almost felt like very like just like are you doing it for me? Or are you doing it if you're doing it for you, that's cool. You know what I mean? I was even gonna be like, yo, I'll join you. Like show me what you're doing, bro. I'll do it too. But it was just like strange, and like the whole way like he was go about it, and then like at the same time, you know, like I'm like, yo, I respect any religion you are. Any religion you want to do, that's great. But if you're gonna like and even if you're like, you know, like for example, like even if you're very like religious and then like you're gay or something like that and it's against your religion, cool, whatever. You still like follow like, you know, your certain structure. But it's like, dog, if you're saying one thing and then you're completely opposite in everything else you do, like, you know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to respect you if you won't respect yourself? You feel me? Like, so like that was like strange, and like I wanted to be like very supportive, but like in my mind I was like, and I'm no one to judge, right? But at the same time I was like, this was strange, dog. Like you were never like this. And even if you just started your journey, it's crazy how you switched up a day later. You know what I mean? It's one thing if like, you know, like he might be confused or she might be confused. I'm trying not to give away the guest, but yeah, that was the weirdest like kind of like request experience I ever had, because I was like, and like that person had like a whole like posse with them as well, and like okay, so this was the thing that made it strange. It wasn't strange that it was just me and him. It was also strange because you felt the vibe of the room. The room was even just like, what the fuck? Right? So I was just like, all right, I'm glad it's not just me, because I'm cool with whatever like y'all decide to do. You know what I mean? I respect. Well, there's religions I don't even know, and I respect whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But it was just like strange, dog. And it was just like, yo, be real. If you're not gonna be real with me, at least be real with yourself, dog.
Facts.
And it's like, yeah, that was the strangest thing.
Okay.
That took a weird turn. My bad.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All right, we're gonna ask one more. We gotta ask one more because we still got time. We gotta ask one time. One more time. All right. See, it's not something spicy.
Spicy.
Yo, can I hit the pew, 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 pew?
Let's go.
Yo, I'm never gonna get tired of that, dog. I need to get one of those.
Have you ever had an interview go totally sideways?
I've never had an interview that went totally sideways, but I definitely had interviews where I'm just like, dog, what are we doing here? You know what I mean?
And when you say like, dog, what are we doing here? Like, what are vibes that give those vibes?
Just confused, like very nervous, you know, like I could work with anybody. I literally will talk to anybody. My job as a host and your job as a host is to make the guests feel comfortable,
Facts.
give them questions, let them talk. Sometimes it takes a little bit to kind of get into the flow of things. But I had this one guest and this person was gassing it up. He's like, I need to get on your podcast. I need to get in your I'm going to change everybody's life. Da, 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 da. Like, this, like, you need to have me on. And I was just like, cool. Like, I'm not going to judge, like, how many followers. Would just come on and, like, you're talking big game? All right, cool. Dog, the whole podcast was just, like, randomness, dog. Like I was asking questions and he couldn't finish a thought. He couldn't, like, stay on topic. You know, I'm literally throwing him, like, easy, like, lobs at this point. You know, like, I'm just like, talk to me about where you're from. And he'd be like, oh, I'm from, I don't know, Timbuktu. And I'd be like, cool, what is there to do in Timbuktu? It's not much. Okay, all
it's like
right.
sickle, not like dry. I've had that experience.
And like for like an hour and a half. And then like I'm just like, dog, like what are we doing here, dog?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Like I was like, talk about anything. How about anything?
What's your favorite color?
Yeah, like what's your favorite color? And he's like, oh.
At that point, if I'm asking you ever on a show, what's your favorite color? That's like a 911.
Yeah.
I never asked that, by the way.
That's like the worst. But I've never had like any podcast go sideways. If anything, I like chaos sometimes. The most chaos I get is when I do the MadMinds podcast at like our festivals. Mm-hmm. You'll get characters there, dog. You'll get characters there. People like, some people might be super drunk. Some people might be like super high. You know what I mean? And sometimes like, you know, it's funny. Sometimes it's like, yo, dog, like, what are you doing? But sometimes people like, I had this one guy who was so excited to be on the podcast. He's, yo, I've watched you. I've done this, da 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 da, this and that. And I was like, cool. I was like, this is all fun. And then like everybody like talked to me after and they're like, yo, that guy was nuts. And I was like, I love that. I love that episode. Like I love that one little 5-minute podcast we had. So yeah, a lot of good experiences than not. But it's all a learning curve, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also, Beto, we actually reached our time of the end of the show, which I hate.
Dude, I could be with you here forever.
Let's go.
I really could, yeah.
So Beto, one thing I want is if you could please share your Instagram handles, like where people can find you, YouTube channels, everything and anything. This is your time. I would love for you to share that.
Word up. You can find me at Ayoo Chill Studios on Instagram. You can find my podcast at Ayoo Chill Podcast on YouTube. Ayoo Chill Studios on YouTube is where I post like a whole bunch of like hanging mic videos, like, you know, like just my regular type video content. You could get merch and support me on AyooChill.com. You could see me live on stage at MadMindsTakeover.com. We have a show December 4th at Alpha Wave Studios in Whippany, New Jersey. It's going to be the beginning of something beautiful in Jersey. You seriously do not want to miss being there at the beginning of where culture is going to be just cultivated and born, you know, in Jersey. You know?
Let's go.
Yeah, so we're going to want to do all of that. Thank you to you and having me here. This has been such a, like, I literally mean it's been an honor to like sit here and talk with you. I see how your show is and you're doing great things and it's beautiful. And if there's anything that I could do to support you, she'll also be on my podcast at sometime next month. So that'll be fire. But yeah, if you want to support me, support MadMinds, support Underground Developmental. You can also find me live there. And one more shout out, AK40 Devin. We're doing a lot of work with him too. Ethan Ross, we're doing a lot of work with him too. And they've been like great pillars to my life. So very thankful for the people I have around me. Thankful for the people like you who give me a place on your platform and help create and cultivate this community. Because if we don't do it, who else is going to do it?
That part. All right, my friends, everybody who tuned in with us, thank you so much. Don't forget again to like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You could also contact me at Queen of Spice. That's Queen #0 F Spice. Hit me up, send me a DM. You know, let's collaborate, let's network. And this basically brings us to the end of our show. So it's your girl, Mina Mendoza, little girl, big personality, Queen of Spice. Let's go.
Can they still hear us? Do I say some bullshit?